Anyways, welcome back, guys. This, as you know, or may not know, if you haven't seen the episode, is the unknown to the known, where we just like to dive into everything that's conspiracy, crazy, weird,
out there,
nutty, outlandish, pretty much everything. And today we're going to talk about, lightly, but also try to really get into it, the Maui fires and a couple of other things that I wanted to bring up to you. First off, before we talk about it, I want to say prayers to everybody's family that was lost, all the damage that was done to the actual residents of Maui and the natives of Maui. Shout out to y'all. I hope y'all actually get y'all money back, get y'all land back, and get everything you deserve. Especially people that houses that weren't burned down and that were evicted anyways for some random reason. So if you haven't known, there was a huge fire in Maui. Basically took out the whole fucking city. The before and after pictures are fucking crazy. It looks like literally like hellfire swiped through. There's nothing left of it. There's like a few things left standing, a couple of buildings, and some weird things that were left intact somehow. And so a lot of speculation basically was it's been dry out and the weather's been bad. So maybe the plant life caught fire or something like that. The new thing that I heard was there was a down power line that may have caught fire somehow immediately, which that's not how power lines work. A lot of people have been speculating. There's been a lot of talk, a lot of rumors, and a lot of things going on. So here's what the talk has been. I don't know if you've heard of DEWs.
Yeah.
So basically the government has been scientifically crafting and engineering laser energy weapons. Direct energy weapon is what DEW stands for, DEW. And people are saying that basically this Maui fire was started by a government laser beam that came and basically burnt down the whole town.
Because they said that they seen something from the sky, right?
They seen a big flash of light coming from the sky in multiple points at one time. Hot enough to burn and incinerate things immediately.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt.
Usually, if a power line goes down, it's not gonna catch fire like right away. That shit don't happen. It sparks first. It's gonna catch a small fire, and if there's enough vegetation in the city, maybe it'll catch the fire. But if there's not enough vegetation in the city, I don't understand how it would melt buildings and cars down to literally its frame. But oddly enough, it didn't burn or affect anything that had blue or yellow paint. Do you want to know why that is? Direct energy weapons basically use high laser frequency.
Oh, so those have low.
They have low. The color is low frequency.
Low frequency.
So basically, anything that's blue or yellow, it couldn't burn or basically couldn't touch. It wasn't affected. So the fire around it didn't affect it either because
It's not hot enough.
it wasn't a direct fire.
Exactly.
Now here's a couple. There's a couple of other odd things that were happening. I'm not talking with the microphone.
Do it.
The other couple of odd things that were happening. The mayor, this is another odd coincidence. The mayor of the town was also the same mayor at the time in Vegas that so happened the Vegas shooting.
Oh wow! With the nigga in the
With the one dude in the hotel room with the one gun, yeah. He was the same mayor during that time in Vegas. Now, supposedly, 3 weeks before the fire happened, he signed a proclamation a housing proclamation. 3 weeks before the fire, about people's residence and things like that, basically claiming land. I don't know if you've known this, but there's been a couple of United States and somebody else have been trying to work at making Maui since 2011 the most energy efficient city and island on the world. They're trying to make everything basically like a futuristic utopia of all eco-friendly, like all of it's eco-friendly and all of it's renewable energy.
So dibs, they want dibs on that bitch.
So it's weird that the $1 billion houses that aren't owned by the natives of Maui, obviously, and the other buildings that weren't blue top burned complete to the ground, but yet the $1 million and $1 billion homes and properties perfectly fine, and everything that's blue, even directly within the city, there are huge umbrellas, that you roll out when you're sitting at dinner and whatnot. Big ass umbrellas, blue. You guys can't see it, like this, perfectly intact. A guy that I watch on TikTok, he owns a shop in Maui. In that shop, everything burned down except for what? Blue hoodies. All the cars on the street burned down to the ground except for what? The 3 or 4 blue Nissans that I seen. These are, you know what else is crazier? FAA, the people who control the space, they're the air frequency, they don't control space, I'm sorry. They control the air so you can't fly. You have to talk to them if you want to fly. They banned all drones from flying from around the island prior to this happening. The city shut off the water. They also built a black fence around the city weeks prior to this happening.
To contain that.
To contain people and everything inside that they possibly could. You know what else is crazy? The Maui has the world's loudest and strongest evacuation and emergency sirens in the world. The loudest heard, the highest decibel rate. They didn't go off. It goes off for everything else. Tsunamis, anything, no matter any kind of disaster that's gonna happen, it's gonna go off. It didn't go off. They didn't get any text messages. There was no alerts. Nothing on the news. It was pressed on the news here in America for 3 days and no press after that.
I'm about to say, I only heard of the limited shit about
Literally, a couple of days.
And then The Rock and Oprah asking for shit other than that.
So you told me about this. So what happened?
I guess they came out and were like, yo, on a fucking Instagram, like, yo, we're trying to get people like refuge in Maui. So we need your dollars. We need you. And I'm just like, everybody went under that fucking comments like, what the fuck do you mean us? You're a billionaire, Oprah.
And The Rock's damn near.
You're
close enough.
You own a bit you own $1 million company that's whatever.
Yeah.
You own that. Plus you have money. I'm like, bro, like you're asking regular people in a recession.
In America, in a recession, for money.
For money.
Why don't you just go over there yourself and
go over there yourself? That nigga tries to do all that haka shit any other time.
Oh, now you're not hocking it over there with some money?
Go show them niggas.
Go dance your ass over there and so, yeah.
It's crazy because, like, one chick that breaks down foundation fucking, like,
the minerals and stuff inside
everything.
of it? Okay, that's
she
crazy.
breaks down everything.
Okay.
She broke down their fucking charity, and basically, just like any other charity, they already paid.
Yep.
And then they're just gonna get the money back. But this charity they made up.
So it's a charity that they probably funded themselves with.
Yes.
Probably a fake amount of money that came from somewhere else.
Yes, somewhere else.
Some funding or equity. It's a third party thing. They're just trying to get people to pay it back. That'll put some money back into their profit, into their money. I can guarantee somewhere in there, they probably only get 0.7% of that, of all of that's funded.
Right.
Just like any other profit.
Right.
Just like any other charity.
While they don't have to pay that third party back and or make money.
At all.
Like,
So what it seems to me, and this is just my conclusion, it seems to me that the forces, whoever, if this may be the case, if let's say the government shut down these raids and it did burn down the city, once again, so very sorry to the people that lost their families and the people that lost their families and everything in Maui. It's tragic. It sounds like to me they're just trying to clear and evacuate the land just so they can build and rebuild and own everything themselves.
But what are they?
To make it some kind of futuristic utopia. After this happened, people's houses, the residentials in Maui that weren't kicked out, that weren't burned down, the houses that weren't burned down, they were being evicted from their house. They had 45 days to leave their house that they owned in Maui, that they were residents from, natives from, because their house didn't burn down.
See, I don't.
What the fuck?
I think it's obviously it's bullshit, but I don't have any clue what they would want.
The land.
Yeah, obviously America is fiends for land, but it's just like, what are you trying to do? And it sucks. It sucks that they had to do that. Like a ray gun,
a death ray from a satellite.
You know, it just goes to show what tools they really have.
What they really work
That
with.
could be some alien shit.
It could be reverse engineered alien technology.
I don't know. It's sort of it's sad too, because you got the I'm gonna say those type of people, but you got ritualistic what do you call this, like supernatural spiritual people.
Entities, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who. What are they, Simone?
Oh yeah, they're Hawaiian.
Hawaiian,
yeah.
Those people are like spiritual, you know what I'm saying? Super ritualistic.
Yes,
that's
very connected, very
is.
in tune with Mother Nature and land.
So you throw some shit that they don't, you know what I'm saying, that you think they're fucking barbarian to.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna do, like, what?
Yeah.
This is 2023. We're smart.
Much smarter than.
Nigga, that's not fire. That's a beam.
Yes.
I have a phone. Lucky, either I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
There probably will be footage of this shit eventually.
100%.
But it's a slap in the face for the fucking. That's good. It's a slap in the face for America to think that we're as dumb as they think
that we are. I think what is great. I think a lot of people have been waking up more and more and realizing how much the government has been doing and lying and manipulating and blindsiding us this whole time. It's been everybody, which I love to see. I think people are really starting to understand. Like a lot of what y'all been doing has been a lot of some shicey stuff.
It's been like backhanded.
100%.
Like, nigga, y'all not really being 100%.
No.
But I mean, I pray for those people again, but it's just like the government is going to try to exploit anything to make themselves. The government is trying to save themselves from looking good, to try to pull the sheet over our eyes and shit.
Pull the wool over
but
our
it's
eyes
like,
and say,
you can't. You thought those people were dumb. And then you killed them.
It tried to.
Because you thought they were expendable.
Yes. Just for the land and what you could do on top of it.
For land, man. For land. When you can be like, yo, I know you guys don't want to move. I know it. But let me try to make this better for you. Million.
Mm-hmm.
Million. Y'all want to throw that overseas, which people need it overseas, cool.
Yeah.
But they have to work on their own. We're going through a recession right now.
Nobody's giving us nothing. Ain't nobody helping us with no money.
We need that shit here. And for y'all to, not y'all, but for the, whatever that was, to kill those people, you're not even comfortable. You're not even native.
No,
native.
Not even.
You can't even be comfortable for where you've been living for years. To some blindsided shit. You became an experiment.
Literally, a pawn in a little game to people. An
like
ant
like
with
you're
an ant in a magnifying glass. Dog, the Tuskegee experiments were so fucked up.
So much of us are related to.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
100%. Especially from being down in Georgia, 100%.
I don't know. I just think there's a point in time where we are gonna uproar.
Yeah.
We're gonna fight back.
Yeah.
But then that's what they're waiting for.
That's what they're counting on.
That's what they're counting.
That's what they're counting
on. To use
on.
that motherfucking weapon
Yeah.
and just spin that bitch in all the major cities.
Yep.
Our own government.
And then they'll just put out martial law everywhere, and then at that point they can do anything they want to.
I'm scared of that.
Yeah, it's terrifying to think about. But then again, it's all in hand because that seems like it's part of the plan.
Right.
You know, for what they want to do.
Just know your rights.
Yes.
Know your wrongs.
Yes. Buy some straps.
Buy
if
some
If
straps.
you don't already.
Buy some straps legally.
Yes, please legally.
And get smart, because not saying that it's coming, but it's happening. And if you're not believing in it and not seeing it, you're trying to not see it. And that's fine too. But because ignorance is bliss.
Yes,
but don't be ignorant in the time when it's coming.
The time of need, don't be ignorant. But this is something a little different for y'all. You know who it is.
It's the known to the unknown. It's your boys, man.
It's your boys. Bringing the unknown to the known. There's a couple frames of that.